Insurance Company, which includes all risks, including earthquake and flood, with a $5,000 per occurrence deductible except earthquake. There are two options. Well, I have two options, but I believe Darren with the brokerage firm has a couple other options for you as well, and he'll speak when I'm done if you want to have any questions for him. The first option is a total premium of $210,560.83. A handout was provided to the council with some changes to the bottom line of that premium. The property insurance premium was roughly $49,753.33, and the general liability insurance premium was $160,807.50, and that's with a $5 million limit of liability. Option two is the total premium $272,537.63. The property insurance portion was $60,790.13, and the general liability portion was $211,757.50 with a $10 million limit of liability. Each of the two options also allow for Terrorism Risk Insurance Act coverage, but is at an additional cost. Should you wish to include the coverage, the premium amounts will increase. This is a one-year policy which will allow the City of Pacific to remain as a city and allow staff to continue to work with the broker to secure better insurance coverage, hopefully at a lower premium in the coming year for fiscal year 2014. Staff recommends the council adopt the resolution, thereby securing insurance for the City of Pacific and allowing the city to remain a city.
I move to approve ordinance number 12-1223, option 1.
And that's resolution? It's a resolution. It's a resolution, not an ordinance.
Excuse me, resolution?
Second the resolution acceptance. I'm not quite ready for the option, but for discussion purpose, I'm seconding the resolution.
That's okay. We can go. Okay, so therefore we have a decision yet. No, he seconded the motion, but he's just signaling that you may want to go to the other option, and we can do that by an amendment if we need to. So go ahead and go to the other option.
Last thing I want to see is the city cease to exist. Without insurance, that would happen. We need to keep going in the city because I'd hate to see us lose our identity, lose our services, and become non-existent.
For my purposes, I'd like to have the representative of the insurance company, if he would come forward and discuss some of the additional options that the city clerk identified. I appreciate it.
It is my pleasure to discuss those. There's two, between option 1 and option 2, there are two basic differences. Option 1 includes $2.5 million of earthquake insurance within this portfolio.
Right.
And it's a $5 million limit of liability insurance. Option 2 increases the earthquake amount to $5 million, and it increases the liability limits to $10 million. So that's the primary difference in the options.
Excuse me. I asked him a question.
No, sorry, it's still John's floor.
Patty referred to some additional possibility options other than these two. Is there something else, or is that?
Yeah,
we're looking at the two options.
So there's two options in addition. Well, really one option in addition to for additional coverage in addition to what we've presented. And that relates to an insurance line called business interruption insurance. And business interruption insurance is an insurance product that is not generally needed by most municipalities, but some do want it and do need it. Would you like me to go into a discussion of what that is? Okay. So business interruption insurance is an insurance that's purchased, think of a non-public entity for a minute, or your typical retail store. If they have a massive fire or something that causes them not to be able to operate, they can't sell goods to the public, and therefore they lose the net income stream that was derived from selling that product. So they buy business interruption insurance that insures that income stream. For most municipalities, even a fire in this building would not stop you from being able to levy taxes and collect taxes. Some municipalities have income-generating properties that are not tax-based, and so they would want to protect that income stream from a casualty at that property. So to the extent that the city of Pacific has non-tax related revenue that they wish to protect, we could put that in as an option as well.
Is that a protection on revenues generated, or is it also on the ability to provide services?
Just the revenue generated.
Just the cash in.
Right.
Okay.
You're talking like if we had a Coliseum or
Exactly. Yeah, or the city owned a mall, a strip mall that they leased out to tenants. Ensure that revenue stream.
So we're still back to Joe.
I have no more questions at this point.
Any other questions? Thank you. Option one and option two, I took that.
Yeah, so he said, so further debate by council.
We have, option one and option two on the floor. Who make a motion to, select what option?
You only have option one. The motion is to adopt resolution 1223, binding insurance coverage with option one. That's the
Oh,
motion.
we got option two.
But they didn't make a motion for option two, they're only looking at option one.
Okay, let's make a motion for option two.
No.
So,
What about option two?
No, I'm gonna concur with, the original motion to stay with option one.
We stay with option one. Okay. Any other comments, debate by the council?
oh, no, I was gonna ask you a question. You go ahead.
I was just wondering if you had any comments on the adequacy of the $5 million liability limit for a municipality of this size. Less than we have now, but we're under a cost crunch, so.
Sure. That is the classic question that we get asked as insurance brokers. And the fact is that reality dictates that you buy as much as you can afford. You currently, I believe, carry $10 million, or your prior insurance policy had $10 million in coverage, and that's why we wanted to offer at least commensurate limits there. But there's really no way to predict what could potentially happen that would expose you to something between that $5 and $10 million limit.
And is that per claim, or is that a cap per year for the policy?
That is an aggregate limit.
Any other questions?
So I'd like to know, Mayor, your opinion on the bids. I know you're having a hard time hearing tonight, but there's been a lot of paperwork that's gone around. I'd like to hear your opinion, and when he's done, Josh, I'd like to certainly know what you're talking about here, and you're more than sure. So I'd love to hear your opinion if I can.
My opinion is let's go on option one. And let's get this insurance on the road.
And about the larger, do you feel comfortable with
I'm
the
comfortable
policy
with
and all?
everything, let's get going.
Okay. Josh?
Yeah, I'm the same opinion. Obviously, I'd rather have the $10 million limit, but we have budget to consider, and that's an additional $50,000. We have not so far had a year where we've actually sustained that level of claims. have to pay that level of claims. We've had more than that in claims, but they've been settled for less. So I suspect we'd be able to continue doing that. And on the budget we're facing next year, I think option one is reasonable.
Well, as far as the budget is concerned, we got no choice. Let's go with option one. Any other comments on the, audience?
Just a note, and I'm curious as to what we paid in 2012 for insurance. Do you remember off the top of your head? I know we budgeted for next year $197,000, and if I remember right, that was 20% greater.
It was budgeted for $188,000 in 2012, but you paid your premium in September because your year was September to August. So therefore, this year we only paid like I want to say $60,000 or something for 4 months. That's all that we had in this budget, because we had paid the previous September for an entire year, which took care of 8 months of this year.
So it wasn't budgeted for?
It was budgeted for 188 or 180.
Okay.
Ish.
So the new proposal is 210 total.
Any other debate by the council?
I'm also just curious, side-by-side comparison of coverage. I don't need it now, but I'm curious down the road to see some kind of document. I mean, I have an idea of what we're covered for now, but I'm curious as to what we are not covered for. But we don't stop.
Well, it's my understanding that the broker tried to do an apples to apples as much as possible with our existing coverage.
Any other comments? Comments from the audience?
Yeah, I do have a comment. Gary Van Heath, 205 Hawthorne Avenue. I've seen the mayor over the last few months come up with some of the craziest excuses not to sign something. Does the council have a backup plan in case he doesn't sign this thing? He could just as soon do that. I've seen him do it.
Thank you.
Hope we have a backup plan.
Any other comments?
Ron Thompson, 416 Second Avenue Southeast. The mayor took it upon himself 12 months ago, to cut costs. He fired people resigned, whatever. He did not follow procedures to replace these people in a expeditious manner. The insurance company says you don't have proper staffing in order to look after your insurance. So we go out and get more insurance from a different company. Get less coverage, much higher cost to the taxpayers. I got one question, Mayor Son. Is this how you cut costs to save taxpayers money? If it is, would you please stop? Thank you.
Any other comments from the audience?
Oh, that was great.
The adoption of resolution number 1223, authorizing the mayor to bind insurance coverage for the state of Pacific. Roll call, council.
Councilmember Guyer?
Aye.
Councilmember Holsey?
Aye.
Councilmember Jones?
Aye.
Councilmember McMahon?
Aye.
Councilmember Putnam?
Aye.
Councilmember Steiger? Councilmember Walker?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Motion to carry for adoption. adoption of resolution number 12